They'll just all be around supporting me and taking turns, to, different shifts, I'm sure, so that they also get supported through the birth as well. I was at 40 weeks and I hadn't gone into labor yet. My blood pressure was actually starting to rise, and my doctor wanted to induce labor due to my blood pressure going up. I was feeling pretty calm, actually, because I just didn't know what to expect from the whole situation. We headed over to the hospital around noon and started the process. So we got settled in, and they started with a dose of the cervix ripener, which is it was a little pill that they put next to my cervix, and waited for it to dissolve and to start to soften my cervix and attempt to get it dilated.
So, feel free to entertain yourself as much as you can, because this first part is going to be really boring.
Yeah, no, I brought books and DVDs and stuff. After the 4th dose of the cervix ripener, my contractions started to pick up at that point and get very strong.
I think mostly I was just trying to keep her staying calm, because I think especially when it first started, she was a little bit scared because it came on so fast and it hurt a lot.
What help hold your belly?
During early labor, when the contractions started kicking in, I felt like I was doing a pretty good job of staying really calm and almost kind of meditating through it a little bit, and just really focusing on my breathing through each contraction. It was very intense right away, and I wasn't sure how long I was going to be able to withstand that without any pain medication or, some way to manage the pain. Yeah, Braxton Hicks contractions are nothing like real ones.
Right.
I decided to start without the epidural and do an analgesic. It's crazy how we went from 0 to 60 in no time at all. I already had an IV started, and they administered the analgesic through my IV, which did make me a little bit queasy and dopey. So I wasn't really thrilled with how it was making me feel, but it did work to take the edge off the pain. I was not dilating, labor was not progressing, so my doctor manually dilated me to 5 centimeters.
I got it. Touching your baby's head now. Yay! Right. So 500, and I would say minus. Ooh, that's fluid. I'm going to still call it -2. Okay. So here's the deal. I'm going to get that head moving down. So really get on the ball, and then just go for some walking. Okay. So really see if you can get them to come down, because it's really posterior still. Okay.
Okay.
Good job.
The different ways that I tried to get the baby down was I bounced on exercise ball for a while. Me and my younger sisters had a little dance party in the hospital room and played some music and danced around. At that point, I was feeling good, like that my water had broke and I was at 5 centimeters. Like finally we were starting to make some progress with the whole process of having the baby. So I was in good spirits. Shake the baby down. Shake the baby down. Once I got into the tub with the water, for some reason my contractions started to get stronger and more intense. Can you stop that, please?
Yeah.
I could tell that she needed more support when she started to get more emotional. I think that before it was just sort of being lighthearted and keeping her spirits up. So after the tub and it got a lot more intense, I was doing a lot of massage and pressing on her hips and doing all those kind of relief things for her.
At that point, I was starting to ponder the idea of having an epidural and kind of weighing that inside and what felt right to me, because a big part of me wanted to have a natural childbirth. And at the same time, I had to be really honest about what I could do.
Oh.
After I made the decision to have the epidural, I felt a lot of relief.
What I'm gonna do is sit you on the edge of the bed and clean your back off with some antiseptic solution, put some numbing medicine under the skin.
I was pleasantly surprised at the procedure and how smooth and quick it went, and how painless it was to have the epidural.
So this is the numbing stuff that you're touching it, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit of local anesthetic and it's got a little bit of...
After she got the epidural, her spirits lightened significantly. After that, we all took a group nap. It had been a long couple of days, so we got a little bit of rest.
So I think with you being 6 now for 3 hours, despite all the movement and everything, I'd probably say you need some augmentation, some help.
Okay.
With the Pitocin.
Okay. With the Pitocin, my contractions got much stronger, more regular. They were much stronger. And the epidural that I had didn't numb me maybe as much as most. So I could still feel when my contractions were starting and ending.
She was feeling really nauseous, really sick to her stomach. Then the nurse decided that was maybe a sign that she was ready to go.
You can feel it.
Okay, completely dilated. And she's at a +2.
Oh my God.
2 to 3 station. So whenever you're ready to push, we'll push.
Really?
Oh my God.
I was really excited. It was the big moment.
I was very excited too.
Put your chin on your chest while you're pushing.
Okay.
If you make a nice round back, helps the baby to slide under the pubic bone.
Okay.
It actually helps. Yeah. The legs open. Do
Okay.
you need me to tell you when you have a contraction, Leah? Or you think you're gonna be? You feel?
I can't feel it.
Okay.
She told us to hold her legs and how to get her in that position to help assist her in the pushing process. So.
And hold that breath and bear down. Down.
I was very determined to get him out and use all my core strength and all my muscles.
Sure. It looks like the right spot. Yeah.
Good job! Yeah! Oh, so close!
All right.
Very cool!
You died a little too.
Oh, you did so good though. I fell in love instantly, and just kind of looking at this little person and introducing myself to him and meeting him for the first time, it was really, really amazing. oldest, the bonding was there right away. They put him on my belly immediately, didn't clean him up because I requested that we do instant skin to skin. And I brought him up to my breast and wanted him to latch on as quickly as possible, and he did.
We did it, mister.
I was very happy that